Hi, I'm Sofia Bernardi, mindset and business coach supporting ambitious new and rising coaches to master their mindset, create an aligned and profitable strategy, and grow a six-figure business and beyond using the Rising Coach method. I built a $500,000 business by the age of 24, and in this podcast, I will teach you the psychology, strategy, and energetics to do the same. Let's dive in. Hi everyone. I hope you've had a fabulous week so far. I'm so grateful you're here. Today we are talking about the one thing that creates a steady stream of coaching clients. Now guys, before I get into this episode, I really want to give you some backstory as to why I believe I'm the person to speak into this specific topic. And that's because in the last few years, since the very beginning of when I started my business till now, which has been at the time of recording this around about 3.5 years. That being said, I swear to God, I've been saying 3.5 years for a long time. But it is later this year that it will be 4 years. So in the last few years, I have invested so heavily in myself. I've invested in events, programs, courses, both self-paced and live, inner circles, masterminds, group containers, one-on-one packages, once-off sessions, like different modalities. I have done it all. I've really tried every marketing strategy out there that applies to online service-based businesses. I've tried paid ads, like dabbled in that. I've tried organic marketing, collaboration marketing. I've tried DMing. I've tried sales calls. I've tried, all sorts of different funnels. I've tried events. I've tried this. I've tried that. And for the most part, I would say I haven't just dabbled in a lot of these strategies. Like I've actually invested tens of thousands of dollars in different strategies. Facebook, like Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Like I've really done it all. And I've worked with some of the best mentors in the world, very high level mentors, some a little closer to me, males, females, different countries, different cultures, different lengths of duration in business, like different, all sorts of things. I've really done it all. And like I was saying, like a lot of the time I didn't just dabble in the strategies, like I went all in on them for temporarily, where I invested in like the best of the best program for whatever that marketing strategy was. And so I've learned from the best of the best when it comes to the strategy and the how-tos and the psychology behind all of these marketing strategies. And I believe that gives me a real in-depth understanding for both myself and for my clients, because I support my clients with helping them to create their unique marketing strategy, knowing that we all have different personalities, we have different visions and missions and goals and belief systems and values and all of the things. And I think that it's important to take that into consideration when creating a marketing strategy, because my personal belief is if you can't get behind the strategy that you're doing, if you don't feel congruent in it, you don't feel good in it, you don't enjoy it, it doesn't bring you joy, you don't think that it's beneficial or fun, knowing that, a huge percentage of our time is spent in the marketing and the strategy and the behind the scenes in our business, then it's not going to work. It's going to work when it feels really, really good, from my experience. I've also succeeded in all of the strategies that I've done, but there have been some big key differences between them, and it came down to like the ones that I enjoyed the most. Like that's where I got the best results. And so I feel like I'm the person to speak into this because I've tried it all. There are lots of people that haven't tried all of the strategies, and good on them, honestly. Like if you find from day one what you want to do and you go all in on that, you're going to skyrocket. And I think that that's amazing. But I was one of those people that fell into that trap of I'm missing something. There's a secret, and I would quote unquote fall for people's marketing of like, this is the be all and end all way. And I would feel like, oh no, I need to invest in it so I can learn this be all and end all way. And I would do that. And then I would go back to square one over and over again of realizing, it looked all pretty and fancy on the outside, but on the inside, it's more or less what I've already learned, or I don't like this at the end of the day and whatever else. And it wasn't until I finally realized after probably investing around $100,000 in myself that Actually, Sophia, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything at all. In fact, you've got everything and more. You've got too much. You need to simplify and focus now. And it was when I did that things really started to change. And I don't live by regrets because I've learned a lot about what to do and what not to do. And like I said, I feel like I have, a great level and depth and understanding on lots of different types of strategies that I can help all my clients with. I can help them weigh up the pros and cons and help them map out a really clear and aligned funnel, because like I said, they all work. It's a matter of like picking one and going all in on it, like truly like energetically and consistency and like long term going all in on it. That's when it really works. And so after trying all of the things, I've always come back to this one particular marketing strategy that has always felt easeful and genuine and enjoyable and fun. And again, no regrets, but if I could change something, it would be having trusted this from day one, because this is actually what I did from day one, but then other people's marketing swayed me. And I know I don't need to keep repeating myself, but no regrets, but other people's marketing swayed me. And had I just trusted myself from day one, who knows where I'd be. And that, my friends, is running online impactful events. This was the very first strategy that didn't even feel like a strategy from day one. It was just something that I felt I got this inner nudge to do. Like I just did it. No one told me to do it. I think I'd maybe seen some people running events, but I was never like, oh, this is going to be a great strategy. I was more like inspired by like, oh, this is fun. This is something I want to do. Because I started my business during COVID when the world was just really negative and uncertain. And I thought, what if I create a private Facebook group and I run this positive, uplifting 5-day event where I just help people, and then people can step away from the negativity online. And so that is what I did. And it was running events, and I signed my first clients from there, and it was so much fun. And I've really never looked back. I went down some tangents and different tunnels for a little bit of experimenting with all of these different things, but this is something that very much stayed there. It stayed consistent. I've been running events for literally over 3.5 years, like most months in my business, I would say, whilst dabbling or even really committing to other strategies at the same time. I just couldn't let go of running events because it worked for me. And I wish I just realized like, oh, don't fix what's not broke. Just go all in on it, Sophia. But I kept thinking, I'm missing something. There's a secret out there. It can't be this fun and easy and whatever. And now that I've really done it all and I know there's no secret, you've just got to do what feels good for you and go all in on that. Then I decided to go all in on events primarily, and my business has just completely exploded. And so the reason why the title of this episode is that this is the one thing that creates a steady stream of coaching clients is because there is something very unique about running events that not every strategy has. And I would know this from having done them all, right? And because unlike most strategies where you need lots of, different pieces to create a full funnel, running events is like a 3-in-1 process, right? When you're using the online event formula, which is my proven process that I've created through running events over the last 3.5 years. It's a 3-in-1 process, right? So events attracts your audience in the sense that when you are good at marketing your event, so that the title or the outcome and result from your event, that attracts people through your content marketing. People want to come to it because they can see from the title and the marketing and the branding of it that coming to your event is going to help them. So it attracts people. And then the same event also nurtures them, because when you run the event, they get a lot of value. Your audience gets a lot of value, which warms them up. It builds that like, no trust factor. And we all know that people need to like you, they need to know you, and they need to trust you in order to buy from you. And so having a strategy that, unlike any other marketing strategy, nurtures people the fastest, because you think, right, writing a piece of content or even a podcast episode, yes, podcast episodes absolutely nurture people, but an event is just a really long form piece of content where people get to see all sides of you, like your energy, your expertise, your personality, your mannerisms, the value that you have to bring in that kind of like high energy place environment is so powerful. So it really nurtures people like on speed, which is awesome. And then finally, it converts them, right? Because you can pitch your offer at the end of the event, which converts them into high paying, high quality clients. So you think one marketing strategy, which is running events, is a 3-in-1 process. It attracts your audience, it nurtures your audience, and it converts your audience. And that's the exact 3 things that you need to do to grow your business. You need to attract. Hi guys, I'm so excited to introduce you to my brand new offer, Rise with Events, the ultimate program for planning, promoting, and presenting highly impactful online events to scale your coaching business sustainably. In this program, I'm going to be walking you through the online events formula, which is key to running sustainable and fun events that sign clients on repeat. With my proven formula, you'll learn the mindset necessary for a successful launch, the exact sales process I use in my own business, and how to create impactful events that align with your lifestyle and goals. You're going to learn everything it is you need when it comes to marketing, sales, and events so that you can grow your business and help more people. I have been running events from day one in my business where I signed my first clients and now make anywhere between $30,000 and $80,000 in a month. I want this for you too. I have had several clients now who have made $5,000 from an event, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 per event. And this is all what is possible for you too when you join Rise with Events. You can learn everything it is you need to know about this program. If you join now, you're going to be getting both the live version of this program, which I'm only going to be doing once, and you get lifetime access to the course as well, which you'll get immediate access to when you join now. We are currently on early bird offer and I would love to support you. Head to the link in my show notes to learn more about this program and feel free to DM me with any questions you may have. I hope to see you there. Grow your business. You need to attract people, so you need to meet people. However you meet people is fine, but you need to be meeting people because you don't have like clients without people. And then you need to show them that you can help them. And a really, really fast way and an enjoyable way and a generous way to do that is through running events or running a event. And then of course, once you run your event, people are wanting to know, well, what now? How do I get the full process? How do I learn more from you? And you pitch your offer at the end of that. And then all of a sudden they become paying clients. If they aligned with your event, which if they stayed till the end, they most likely did. If you follow the online event formula, then they sign up to work with you. And that is how you have a steady stream of coaching clients. Because the other thing with events that's unlike other marketing strategies out there is it's sustainable. Cold DMing and cold calling people and sales calls left, right, and center is not sustainable in the sense that you can only do so much at one given time. Like you can only speak to one person at a time, right? With that approach. And so you need to hire a huge team and there goes your profit margin. Nothing wrong with that if that's the way you want to do it, because of course, just like anything in life and in the world, there's pros and cons to everything, right? And so that's totally fine, but you just have to take that sort of stuff into consideration. Do you want to run a large team? Do you want to have to pay that many people? And, do you want to do that and not qualify your own clients? And for me, at least at this point in time in my business, I absolutely love being very close with everyone I work with. I will say no to people that I don't think are the right fit. It's really not about the money in that sense, because I also know what it feels like to work with someone that isn't the right fit. That's not fun. And so I'm just not willing to do it anymore. And that was when I realized from one of the other strategies I was taught from someone that like, ew, no, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel in alignment. Whereas with events, you're really attracting aligned people because they're coming to be in your energy and proximity, right? And you're not forcing them or pressuring them. You literally just present an offer at the end of the event. And if they want to join, they join. And when you do it properly, they usually want to join. And so it's great. And so it's really powerful to run an event because it's sustainable and it's scalable and it's simple. It's simple in the sense that you can just do the same process every single month or every quarter, or how little or how frequent you want to run events. Some people run one a week, one every fortnight, one a month, one a quarter, one a year, twice a year. It's different for everyone dependent on their stage of business and resources and all of that sort of stuff, time. I personally run roughly one every 1 to 2 months, and I'm obsessed. And so it's sustainable in that sense because it's literally just one a month. If you can't put time aside for one thing per month, you've got a real time problem on your hands. So it's sustainable in that sense. It's simple because you can repeat it, and it's scalable because you're not capped at how many people can come. Like, it's limitless in terms of how many people can come. So it's really, really scalable. So not only is it a 3-in-1 process of it attracts, it nurtures and converts, but it's also the most simple strategy, the most scalable strategy, the most scalable strategy. And to me, that's just like a total no-brainer. I haven't been able to find another strategy that does that. And I'm not going to be that type of person that says that this is the be-all and end-all strategy, because it's not. Some people don't like talking to people or helping people in that sense and using the time and energy that is required to run events, because it absolutely requires time. It absolutely requires energy. I mean, personally, in my opinion, just like anything, but it is not for everyone. It's not just for extroverts though. I've got plenty of clients that are introverts that make so much money from it, and different human designs and personalities. Like, it's not limited to any of that, but it does have to be something that you desire to do, that you run an online event. They can be free events. It doesn't have to have a cost required to it other than investing in yourself, of course, and maybe a couple of subscriptions depending on how much you're wanting to scale it. But other than that, it's really, really scalable, and that's what I really, really love about it. And so, yeah, like I said, I don't want to be one of those people that says, all other strategies suck, because they don't, because everyone's different. But for me personally, after having tried so many different strategies, like, this is the one that just ticks all the boxes for me. I love helping people. I love talking, if you can't fucking tell. I love adding real value. I love finishing an event being like, wow, I really just contributed. I just made a difference. Like, that's what I want my clients to feel. I want my potential clients to feel that, and I want to feel that. I don't want to go to bed at night thinking, oh, I messaged 100 people today. Like, that just doesn't feel feel inspiring. It doesn't fill my cup. It just doesn't feel fulfilling. And it's not to say it doesn't impact people, because it does. And I believe having conversations with people is so important. There's no sale without a conversation. So again, it's not about DMs, but even if I was doing that, I feel like having events with it just makes the whole thing so much more enjoyable, because I'm working towards something. I'm serving people, I'm giving. And when you're having fun, people feel that and they're magnetized to that. And today, people need that more than ever as well. So if you ask me and you were wanting to create a steady stream of coaching clients, when I think of the word steady, I think of sustainability. What strategy is the most sustainable for you? What is the most fun that you want to show up for it? You feel good every day waking up, moving towards that. And whatever answer comes to you, that's your thing. And if I could give you any recommendation at all, if you haven't already done what I did, which was invest in so many different things thinking you were missing something, I recommend whatever comes to mind, that you trust that and you go all in on that, and block out all other noise of other strategies. Because if you just trust your intuition on what truly feels good for you, and that might be looking at other coaches, like the lifestyle they have, the values they have, and having a conversation with them. Like, you can always message me if you want to, but you can usually get a pretty good feel from watching someone on social media whether you've got similar values. Again, you can also perceive things entirely wrong on social media. Like, so many people say they have this incredible life, but they're miserable, right? So I guess it can be a little bit hard at times, but you can usually get a rough idea what's important to someone when you follow them on social media. And if you like them and their energy and their lifestyle and what's important to them, and you can see that the strategy they're following looks like something you would enjoy, I would trust that. I would really trust that. And like I said, if you want to have a conversation with me, you know my inbox is always open. Just message me on Instagram. I'm at Sofia Rose Bernardi, or come message me on Facebook at Sofia Rose Bernardi as well. Love to speak with you. It's so much fun connecting with all of you guys. You guys just fill my heart up so much. Also, next week is the 100th episode. Can you freaking believe it? And it's a goodie. It's a special episode. It's a bonus episode. Like, it's something I've never done before. You'll love it. You have to come along to it. If you're not already subscribed to the podcast, make sure you do so you're notified when the episode comes out. But yeah, so if you want a steady stream of income, you've got to think of what you enjoy, what feels good, and what you can commit to and be consistent with. And I can be consistent with roughly one event per month. Every 2 months, it'll obviously change and evolve over time, but I can commit to that, and I look forward to it. I've just finished running an event, and I really look forward to it. It's so much fun. It just fills my heart and soul on fire. So if you want to learn more about events, I have an entire program for you called Rise with Events, where you can learn how to plan, promote, and present impactful online events. It's the only program you'll ever need in regards to events. You get lifetime access to it. You're going to get the live round as well. You can click the link in the show notes or DM me if you want to learn more about that. But if you want to get access to the live round, you do need to sign up right now. Literally, you'd need to sign up now. Otherwise, you can just get the self-paced course version, but you'll get immediate access to it. It's an incredible program that I put my heart and soul into, and I think you'll get a lot of value out of it. So if you've decided from this episode, you know what, I'm going to trust this process, I'm going to go all on in it. It seems sustainable, it seems scalable, it seems simple enough, and I like Sofia's lifestyle and her values and what's going on in her world, and I want that too. Rise with Events is for you. So just click the link in the show notes and join us. Join Rise with Events. I'd love to support you. And that, my friends, is how you get a steady stream of coaching clients. I hope you've enjoyed this episode that's given you a little bit of an insight to experimenting with different things, the pros and cons of them, and things to consider, right? On being able to commit to something and go all in on it. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I would love to chat and connect. You can always book a call with me as well. And other than that, my friends, my goodness, I'm so excited. I will see you for my 100th podcast episode of Rising Coaches with Sofia Bernardi. If you could share this podcast quickly as well, it makes such a difference. I would love to have as many of your beautiful faces present for the 100th episode. It's going to be something really, really special. So make sure you are following along, and share this on your stories, tag me. I always share it back, and I just get so giddy and excited when you do that. So I would love that. Anyways, all my love, and I'll speak to you guys next week. Bye. Are you ready to create aligned, scalable results in your coaching or service-based business? If so, I'd love to work with you. I support my clients through all stages in business through my signature programs. Rise to Coach, which is for new coaches or service providers wanting to sign their first clients through setting rock-solid foundations. Or we have Rise with Events, my self-paced lifetime access course for those wanting to focus solely on learning how to plan, promote, and present highly impactful online events to grow your business. And Rise to 6, the mastermind for rising coaches to scale to consistent 10K months and beyond. If you are a listener of this podcast, I know one of these programs will be for you, depending on your stage in business. You can click the link in the description to learn more about all of my offers and see if any of these are the right fit for you, or feel free to message me on Instagram at Sofia Rose Bernardi and let's chat. Until then, I'll see you in next week's episode.